This app is useful for measuring clotting time courses in hemostasis assays in microtiter plates. The substrate in the reaction can be fibrinogen, or you may be working with plasma. In either case, you will be monitoring increasing turbidity, and hence increasing absorbance, as fibrin formation takes place. The app and underlying code are similar to other apps that measure fibrinolysis, but without the fibrinolysis phase that follows clotting. The layout of this app is very similar to the simple clot lysis app that has been described in detail. Links to that app and a video are available on the Shiny Clots webpage. The code for the original apps and the simple apps is the same, but the user interface for the simple clotting and clot lysis apps is more compact. All the settings, presentation of curves and tables of results are available on the opening page in the simple apps. Analysis options are adjusted in the green boxes in the side panel on the left and the main panel. Proportion change is the level of clot formation used to calculate time to clotting. So here the default value is 0.5 or 50% of maximum. The threshold value is the absorbance reading below which the app will not try to interpolate values for clotting or lysis times, and is useful to avoid problems caused by empty, noisy wells. Both these settings are most often left as they are. To the right are 3 settings that deal with baseline calculation. It is worth understanding these settings as they will affect the way the results are calculated. The 3 settings are selected using radio buttons, and the associated values are input in the numeric input boxes below. The default setting for the loaded data is a global zero absorbance value of 0.042, which corresponds to the average readings in the microtiter plates before clotting. The next option is to choose a reading, and its associated value will be the zero absorbance. In this case, the first point is chosen so that the zero value will be the first reading in each well. The third option is to select the minimum absorbance of each curve and add an optional offset value. This gives some added flexibility if there is noise during the lag phase of the reaction before clotting begins. It may be necessary to judge the best zero option by eye, but do record the chosen settings so data can be analyzed reproducibly. The main difference between clotting apps and clot lysis apps are the options for selecting the maximum. In the apps that deal with clotting, there is an option to set a global maximum that is applied to all curves. This may be useful if you know that the clotting mixtures in all your wells should reach a particular absorbance value, in which case this can be specified. A global maximum may also be useful if your clots do not all reach their full clotting potential, but you know what value to expect. The central blue panes show all the clotting reactions in the loaded data in the main panel, and to the left you can focus on an individual well. The curve is selected by entering the well number here. Both plots can be expanded for closer inspection using the expand button here. The orange box displays the results. Here you can focus on a single parameter, such as clotting time, or display all the results that have been calculated. The sidebar can be collapsed and the table of results can also be expanded. When you have explored the data provided with the app and are comfortable with the available settings, you can begin to analyze your own data. This is selected using the Browse button in the top left corner. From here you should navigate to your CSV, text or Excel file of data and open it in the app. The file type is automatically detected. If you are using Excel files, you can specify a sheet number where your data are. The data format should be one column of time followed by any number of columns of absorbance readings. All columns should have headings, time, A1, A2, etc. as shown in the Raw Data tab of initially loaded data. My email address is provided in the Help tab, and I urge you to get in touch if you have any questions, or if you experience any difficulties in loading or analyzing your own data. If you do have some problems, there is usually a simple solution, and I try to respond quickly to queries. If you have any suggestions for improvements or new apps, I am also interested in hearing about these. If you do get in touch for help, please provide the name and version number of the app and a description of the issue, and any error messages. If possible, please also send the data file that is causing problems, if appropriate. Good luck.